Ladies and gentlemen, it's Tuesday morning. Please remember to abide by the standard coffee and memes rules. Okay, today I want a good, clean show. No biting, no eye gouging, no fish hooking. Okay, no oil checks. Nothing below the belt. All right, no running, no ducking, no bombing, no heavy petting. All right, no racking up chop on my mum's Chippendale furniture. Jesus, you want to play that game? You'll get the bill for the retaking. Christ, can we not just have a civilised, decent show, okay, where no one ODs, all right, no one accidentally, jizzes on a Fabergé egg or something, or, knocks over a lava lamp, killing a kitten or something. It's just meant to be a radio show, all right? It's not the last days of Rome. I mean, Jesus Christ. I know we're heading into the no-deal apocalypse where we crash out.
I just walk in, play like the sickest sets. People just go nuts.
Crash out of the EU. Space debris. Huge queues. Mud seas, just tsunamis everywhere. The lightning bolts coming out of the skies. Pew, 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 pew. Comrade Jeremy Corbyn on the back of a T-Rex. We will have communism 2.0. Theresa May on the back of a Velociraptor with an AK-47, trying to usher in the Fourth Reich. It's chaos, it's catastrophe. Everyone's hidden underground. 20 years later, only four people survive. Me, Wesley Snipes, Elon Musk, and little Jimmy Cartwright off the estate. The freckle-faced boy with the gimpy leg. He can't walk good, but he's naughty. He's renowned for burning big DJs. You've seen him. He's an arsehole. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what day of the week it is. I don't know who I am. I don't know why I'm here. I've lost all trains of thought, all strands of consciousness. Maybe I need to go back to bed, or maybe I need to just go back, sit on the toilet for a bit. Who knows? Perhaps I need to go back to the Po. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Coffee and Memes.
Steady job and a couple extra potatoes. That's all I want.
You're getting on. You're pushing 30, Sluggy. It's time to think about getting some ambition.
Oh, I always figured I'd live a little bit longer without it.
Don't forget, kid, that what you're trying to do here is to be bright and chipper and entertaining and intelligent and sort of glitzy, and that's funny, and it's kind of cool, and it's interesting, and it's edgy, and all of that. It puts that facade of momentary charisma on you, and if you don't play that out, you actually fail.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Coffee Memes, Threshold.fm, YouTube, Facebook, just delicately laid across the flat earth like a naked French lady on a chaise longue. Don't know really what was going on with that intro there. I guess things just got ahead of myself. I saw my mum at the weekend for Mother's Day, and she was like, I'm just so depressed about Brexit. I just don't know if I can take it anymore. So don't worry, it'll probably be fine, Mum. Don't worry. They can't deny the will of the British people. They promise me they won't deny the will of the British people. They can't. Brexit means Brexit, doesn't it, Mum? Nah, she's Remainer. Anyway, look, listen. Christ, he's showing Snips lying there like some sort of common slut, showing your undercarriage like for free as well. Normally you charge £3.50 for that. Money well spent, in my opinion. Right, you can sit there. Listen, got some bits for you today. Not the hero we deserve, but the hero we need. Gemma Collins offers to help Theresa May with Brexit. Thank God. Okay, thank God for Gemma Collins. But I'm slightly concerned that we might end up with the GC. Which can... it's funny when the recent downloads come up. I don't know if there's spoilers for the rest of the show. Because as we know, I don't know, any of the avid listeners will remember the episode of the show where we looked at the difference between Gemma Collins and the GC, the sort of split personalities of Collins. If you don't know her, if you're not familiar with her work, she was one of the characters, should we say, on The Only Way is Essex. One of the more flamboyant, exciting, just beautiful in many ways characters from The Only Way is Essex. And she has an alter ego, which is the GC. And when the GC's in town, you know shit's going down, particularly in the bedroom. She takes charge. She gets what she wants. She doesn't worry too much about what anyone else in the bedroom wants. She's just there to have her fun and get shit sorted. And so we plotted after the show where Gemma Collins and the GC respectively lie on the political compass. And Gemma Collins is sort of centre-left. However, the GC, hard libertarian right. So my concerns are, like, obviously I'm overjoyed for Gemma Collins to go and help Theresa May with Brexit, because God knows she needs it. But I have some concerns that, you know, if the GC's helping out, we might be sort of more going along the build the wall lines. Anyway, should we see what it says? In the political news you're probably not expecting this morning, The Only Way is Essex star Gemma Collins has offered to help Theresa May, saying you need gumption, nice, to run the country and move forward. Gumption, move forward, get it sorted. The GC's in town, build the wall. The celebrity made the unlikely offer on Good Morning Britain this morning, or yesterday morning, which not an April Fool's apparently, where host Piers Morgan and Susanna Reid asked her about opinions on the nation's ongoing Brexit dramas. I think that's actually unfair to do that to Gemma Collins, because, I mean, God bless her. I just don't know whether, like I kind of look. I keep a fairly close eye on politics. I ain't got a fucking clue what's going on with Brexit. So the idea that Gemma Collins might have some sort of solution is unlikely. And I think it's almost unfair to ask, because you're sort of goading her into potentially saying something not cool that might catch her a lot of heat. Anyway, we'll find out. Collins revealed that she voted out. See, there you go. In the EU referendum. That was probably the GC, though. Again, it's probably the GC up in the polling booth there with that, you know, probably just as much as the GC is an absolute riot in the bedroom, I just can't help but feel the GC might be a bit, you know, send them all home. You know what I mean? She also said she'd vote leave again if there's a second referendum. She's not fucking about. But I think Theresa May needs to lead our nation, she continued. Take a deep breath, Theresa. Make a deal and let's move forward. She's talking sense in a way. If you're a leader in this country, take the lead and own it, and people will follow. That is the spirit, isn't it? Come on, Theresa. Are you a Mexican or a Mexicant? She then offered up her help, adding, look, if you need some help, hun, I'm free for an hour after the show. Theresa, babe. Come on, babe. Listen, babe, if you want a hand with this, I don't know, shuffle some papers around. You know, make a few. Just you need me to talk to someone, you need me to get on the phones or whatever. Honestly, I've got an hour free after the show. I was just going to go to Pret. I was going to go to Pret, get one of them elderflower fizzies, sausage roll, something like that. But you know what? I don't mind. If it's for the British people, if it's help out, you know, it's, you know, Theresa, you've not made a mess of this, have you? God, bloody hell. Right, the GC's coming in. Stand back, everyone. The GC's coming in. Right, build the wall. Now, this is the part where you'd expect Piers Morgan to pipe up and shoot Collins right down. But in yet another inexplicable twist, he seems to be all up for the idea. He told her, I would actually think that you could do a better job right now than Theresa May. As you'll no doubt know, Theresa May has been having a right old mare trying to get the Brexit deal signed off. Yeah, that just sort of, I don't know, encapsulates the lad Bible's quality of journalism there. So how's Theresa May doing with this whole Brexit thing? Oh, she's having a right mare. Right, any further details on that? Just a mare, really, isn't it? She's having a right old mare, trying to get a Brexit deal signed off, even telling Parliament that she'll stand down as Prime Minister if they agreed with the damn thing, and they didn't. Maybe because Theresa May is the perfect girl all right? She's the perfect bae, the love of my life. Yeah, maybe it's because they love her so much they don't want her to go. So perhaps it's actually it's been a bit of a she's kind of called their bluff in a way. So listen, guys, get the deal through. She's French. Get it, guys, please. Put the deal through, and I will leave. She knows they don't want her to leave because they're all in love with her. They're all looking to paint her like one of their French girls. So they're not going to vote through. Listen, please, guys. You know me, Theresa May. Yes, imagine me running naked through the cornfield. Oh, you cannot stop but imagine it. Oh, it is pure bliss. Oh, eating a petit falou and smearing it all over my naked body. Oh, wouldn't you like to smear it off with some sort of recyclable cutlery? Oh, you would love that so. You can read more about the whole fiasco here. No, you know what? I'm not going to. Collins advised her, you've got to have some gumption if you're leading the country. For me now, it's boring. Next, come on, Theresa, let's do this. Come on, look, this is the sort of can-do attitude this country needs right now. Once a decision's been made, I think the whole country will feel confident. I recently went to a shopping centre, no one was in it. Wow, okay, that's a bit of an eye-opener, isn't it? No, that's got nothing to do with it, but I think people aren't spending at the minute. Everyone's worried. Funnily, I did see another story today. People are spending in their droves. Allegedly, the Brexit panic buying has caused our economy to be the most prosperous it has been in a hot minute, should we say? I believe that's the unit of measurement they were using it was in The Economist or something. She added, the only good thing is I think house prices are going to drop. So if you want to buy a property, now's your time. Right, that is sage property advice there from Gemma Collins of The Only Way is Essex. Collins, Morgan and Reed, what are they, fucking estate agents, also took the opportunity to have a chat about police cuts with the removal of 20,000 officers from the street. Oh, great. Collins said she didn't feel there were enough police on the streets. Why have we not voted Gemma Collins in as the Prime Minister? How come? Like, we're really missing a trick here. She knows what's what. She doesn't feel there are enough police on the streets, but recently had an incident where the police came and dealt with things efficiently. Oh, lovely stuff. We did have a chat about not having enough police on our streets, and I was really honest. They looked under pressure. Well, you got like a cat stuck in a tree or something, Collins? They looked under pressure as well, and there is not enough of us at the moment, and they are struggling to get everywhere. They were like, we're usually under pressure and understaffed. Collins then flipped the attention back onto Theresa May, asking what she's doing about the situation. She told her, Theresa, if you're watching this, good morning, darling. We need to get the police back on the streets, all right? Well, I mean, God, some real home truths there from Gemma Collins / the GC. I hope that I hope they get her into Parliament. I don't know what constituents she should be standing for. One in Essex, I presume. And or whether or not she would join a political party or perhaps run as an independent. I suggest running as an independent. I don't know how many other people you'd have to get on board in different constituencies to get enough people to win enough votes to actually get into Parliament. This is something which I think we're probably going to want to crowdsource, aren't we? So I will offer myself up as a potential MP to run as part of Gemma Collins's independent party. I don't know what it's called. Maybe it's just the GC party, something like that, isn't it? Hard libertarian right-wing party they want to do. I don't know. I reckon like the policies flip-flop like every day. They just, depending on what sort of mood she's in, it's like, no, I'm going to give communism a try. Next day, like, I don't know about this. I don't know about this big government routine. I think we're going to have a little go at anarchy. Like, Gemma, seriously, we've just got to pick something sort of central, and then we'll just stick with that. Nah, come on, we're doing anarchy. Right, dissolve the government. Come on, that's it. Devolution. Oh, Lord of mercy. Right. Oh, whittling on too much. Let's have this red pill bit. That'll wake everyone up. drop me a comment. Let me know where you are. Let me know what you had for breakfast.
Hold it like forever. Hold it like
That's for you, Big Matty. A lot of talk of gumption in the comments. You get a loaf of gumption. What's the unit of measurement for gumption? A GC of gumption, probably. Yeah, you're right. Pauly the Pimp's asking anyone in Perth, Australia, if they're going to go to roller. Chode Ryder simply says lobster. Marvin Drad says, like me, she could be a far-right feminist. It's possible.
hold it like
Just like to confirm I'm not doing gear down there.
hold it like
Make sure you smash that like button on whatever platform you're watching on. This is Hold It Like That by Redpill. Not sure what label it's on. It's part of the Physian EP. Redpill's been doing work these last couple of years. Ain't nobody denying that.
hold it like
Yeah. If you're watching on the Facebook, don't be afraid to smash that share button. I love you forever. You can be one of my specials. It's fine. You can come to my ranch and buy a Neverland ranch. Apparently they're struggling to sell it. God. Christ. Listen, yeah, apparently, article I saw, I don't know, it could be lies. Apparently, article I saw the other day, Michael Jackson impersonators having an all-time high in terms of levels of work. So, really, I guess no publicity is bad publicity. This is truly terrifying times. Right, come on, look, what else have we got here? Oh, yeah, listen, guys, listen. Talking to Parliament, the Ed Miliband's reaction to Extinction Rebellion's naked protest is perfect. There he is, Red Ed, reacting to something. Yeah, basically, long story short on this one, some eco-warrior types who've got into Parliament. There's a viewing gallery, and they've done sellotaped their bare botties to some glass to protest about... I think they're a bit sort of like the end is nigh, we're destroying the earth, we're all going to be dead in 10 years. I think there's that sort of bunch. So they've decided to get the kit off. Why not? You know, if the end is nigh, might as well get naked and have a bit of fun with it. There they are. Anyway, there's a video of the MPs at my boy Peter Kyle, the Labour MP for Brighton. He got my vote last election. there's not a lot of choice in Brighton, really. I mean, Jesus, not going to vote for Caroline Lucas. The Conservative candidate goes to a church where they think they can cure gay people. It's just like, what are we doing here, guys? What are we doing here? Right, really? Okay. Big Petey Carl, he's a good boy anyway. Yeah, he... right, come on, let's watch the video. Come on, back to the beginning.
I congratulate him.
Right, at the current moment, up above them in the viewing gallery, there are a load of naked people with their asses super glued to the windows.
Would you agree with me? It's really important tonight that everybody believes the people's vote, absolutely votes for a people's vote, and doesn't get distracted by anything else.
I'm very grateful for the intervention, and what a great sight she is, focusing in front of me, much more so than the peripheral vision that was tempting my eyes elsewhere.
Petey Kyle, baby!
The bottom line is...
Oi, oi.
Package.
Mr. Speaker.
God, I have a laugh, don't I? I have a laugh. Sort fucking Brexit out.
Thank the honourable gentleman for giving way, and can I also thank him for the constructive way that he has worked with those on the other side of the divide, albeit who also come to the same conclusion as he has, which is this, that we can either keep on seeing Parliament as an absolute failure, delivering nothing, or we can actually put this back and actually get legal certainty. This is the only option that gives that certainty.
I'm very, very grateful to the honourable member for Bexhill, and he's been a fantastic person to work in partnership with on this, listening to him and learning from the experiences he has, and the way he has approached the votes that he has made in this place has informed the way that we move forward with compromise. But the naked truth is that 202 members have loyally voted for the Prime Minister's deal 3 times now.
Yeah, still hasn't gone through though, has it? Hey, get your act together.
Get your act together.
No, go away. Christ. Yeah, look, here they are. They've got their bots super glued to the windows because of reasons. Peter Kyle, MP Peter Kyle, baby, tactfully mentioned activity in his peripheral vision and managed to work in a bottom line and naked truth buns into his speech. Lovely stuff. Police arrested 12 people on suspicion of outraging public decency after climate change activists stripped off to stage a protest in the House of Commons. Rupert! Oh, come on, look. Let's do this. Get back. Oh, no. Look, what? Right, you just lie down, okay? Fucking... can't be trusted. He's off his nut on ketamine or something. Where were we? Yeah, climate change activists stripped off to stage a protest in the House of Commons while the MPs debated Brexit. Some of the activists, dressed only in underwear, used superglue in an attempt to stick themselves to the glass, which separates the gallery from the chamber. MPs were seen taking a glance up at the protesters, and Speaker John Bercow maintained that the debate on the second stage of Brexit alternatives would proceed despite the protest. That's the spirit. That's stiff upper lip. There they are. They've got some sort of strange sigils. You can guarantee every single one of them is vegan. Long hair, thick flowing bushes on men and ladies alike. They almost certainly smell of coins. And, well, God bless them. Scotland Yard said officers were sent in attempts to negotiate with the activists before adding 12 arrests have been made for outraging public decency. Extinction Rebellion, which describes itself as a non-violent, direct action and civil disobedience group, said the protests were an attempt to draw politicians' attentions to the climate and ecological crisis through showing their bare bodies. Protester Savannah, an English literature student from Ladbroke Grove. It's great being an English literature student because you get to do your 3 years of a degree and then you come out and you're basically guaranteed like a 75 grand a year job after it. Same as like art history, theology, gender studies, all of those. You're just guaranteed a really great high paying job as soon as you come out. Ladbroke Grove in West London, she told the Press Association, "How yeah, everyone stripped and 2 people were elephants and had climate change written on them." Oh, elephants. Is that like, that's the thing where you take your willy out of your flies and then you get your pockets inside out, so they're like the elephant's ears? Is that what they mean? We were pointing at them as the elephants in the room of the Brexit debate. Yeah, she added, personally, I don't care much about Brexit. I think it's fine that people do, but I think there are bigger things right now. Okay, but this is a debate about Brexit. Nuala Gathercole Lamb, an Extinction Rebellion member from Haringey in North London, said there were 20 protesters in the gallery, with 14 stripping and roughly 8 sticking themselves to the glass with super glue. It's a crazy thing to do. It's a crazy thing to do, but it's a crazy situation. There's no Brexit on a dead planet, she told the PA. Activist Oliver Baines, 68, I hope he got his bum out, a retired charity director from Cornwall, he said he was protesting to put climate change higher up the agenda. This is a greater national crisis than Brexit, he said. The group of men and women stood up as Labour MP Peter Carl's Peter Carl, baby, was making a speech. Another MP speaking during the protest, Tory Nick Bowles, made a joke that his Brexiteer colleagues were noted naturists. Oh, lovely stuff. It has long been a thoroughly British trait to be able to ignore pointless nakedness. And I trust the House will be able to return to the issue that we are discussing, he added. An Extinction Rebellion spokesperson, thank you, said the nakedness protest was an effort to try and force the issue up the news agenda as far as possible so it breaks through the Brexit radar. Extinction Rebellion named 5 of the protesters as 24-year-old wildlife biologist Iggy Fox, celebrant Isa MacLeod, 34, councillor Belle Secchi, 48, former teacher William Cook, 35, and 35-year-old Mark Ovland. What's he, unemployed, doesn't do anything? What's this, you're just not giving out any info. Some of the slogans, including Climate Justice, Act Now, and Eco Collapse, were painted on their bodies. Those who became stuck to the glass were freed within roughly 30 minutes. Activists touted a larger protest to take place on April 15th. Well, I look forward to that. I hope there's more bums. I hope more bums out, more bums and boobs. I'll listen to any political agenda if there are bums and boobs. I mean, come on. Surely, if this was a regular fixture in the House of Commons, that there were some bums and boobs on display, you would get a lot more people tuning in and getting sort of politically minded. I mean, I hate to use a sort of old sex sells trope. I mean, it does work, though. This is ridiculous. I was looking through video stats, like on YouTube, you know, the stats, the show, the Daily Show gets, you know, 300 or 400 or something like this. Anyway, the one with the title "Mums Make a Porno," 3,500. I was looking at the top downloaded podcasts of Coffee and Memes. The top 3 most downloaded podcasts all have porn in the title. Come on, guys. You're better than this. You are better than this. Okay. Look, let's play another shoe thrower. And then I've actually got some similar nakedness eco-type news for you. This is called Never Tell Me by Hyroglifics. And it's a record. Yep, dick's out for Harambe indeed, Mr. Bunga. Miss him every day. He was the perfect boy. Sam making a good one. No Brexit on a dead planet, forthcoming from Iron Maiden. Hey, have a look at this fancy new website, eh? Woo-wee! Beautiful, isn't it? Oh, Threshold.fm. What a beautiful, beautiful website. There, the VIP list. Oh, the ever-growing VIP list. The archive. Look at this beautiful archive. Oh, God bless it. Oh, lovely stuff. This is a nice bit. Make sure you hang around on Threshold.fm. At 11 o'clock is Parallaxed with Roll Call, the weekly instalment. High quality shoe throwers from across the musical spectrum. It's from 11 till 12. Parallax doing work right now. Woo. Last couple of shows have been a riot. My boy Constrict's coming on to do a monthly show very soon. It's gonna be a deep one. Alright. Look, I've got some other sort of mucky environmentalists that someone posted in the Lobster Crew Facebook group. If you're not in there, the Threshold Lobster Crew Facebook group is a wash with humour. Humour, foolish news, and idle chit-chat. Hey, look, guys. So here is a bunch that like to have sex with nature. They are called ecosexuals. They're gross. But God bless them. You know, I don't necessarily agree with what they're doing, but I would fight for their right to do it. So here they go. I will warn you, there is some sort of funky 110, some of that funky 110 shit music in the background that doesn't go down so much anymore. So just as a warning, I can turn it down if it's really upsetting people. They are humans that fuck nature. Oh, gross. Oh, they're licking trees, eating earth, eating soil. They've got their bums out, that's fine. Ecosexuals consider earth to be a lover. Wow. Not a mother. Okay, can it not be both? They even perform weddings, marrying anything natural. God, look at them. From rocks to mountains and seas. Yeah, they marry mountains, that's fun.
Practice these vows every day to become better lovers to the earth.
Is that Wagner off of X Factor? Just rolling around on the floor. Ecosexuals believe their faith will help environmentalism be taken more seriously. Well, I'm afraid to say, guys, ironically enough, it's having the absolute opposite effect. Ah, wow, okay, yep, that's cool. There's a lot of, okay, we're going to play this again, probably without the funky 110 shit in the background. Wow, oh boy, that 110 shit's so hot right now. Look, they're just putting earth into the pants. Seriously, do you want a urinary infection? What are you doing? Stop doing that. You're going to make yourself ill. God, licking the trees, eating soil is not good for you. Nothing eats soil. Also, those trees do not look like they're doing much in the way of consent. They can't run away. They're just being... They're basically raping nature, that's what I'm saying. Oh, there's a fedora going around. Oh, there's just no need for it, is there? Yeah, it is definitely Wagner from X Factor. He's completely lost his mind. One thing you see with this sort of stuff a lot, or rather one thing you don't see at things like this, is any black people. Black people have no time for this bollocks. Absolutely no interest in any of this sort of... This is an exclusively white people bollocks. Like, in the now, like our page. Yeah, I don't know, man. faith in humanity is taking a bit of a knock there. Is there any way that if to organise some sort of Brexit deal where all that lot get banished to the Isle of Wight, and they can make it their own little sort of eco paradise? We'll give them a load of soil and stuff, and they can just writhe around in it until they all die of urinary infections. I don't know, man. It's just it's a fun world out there. I mean, God bless them. I'm glad that they're obviously enjoying themselves, and they don't appear to be hurting anyone else in the process. So, you know, as long as they're not, that's fine. Yeah, God bless them. I'd like to watch from a distance, just as long as they don't make me get involved. No, look, you got to put on this outfit. Come on, just cut the nipples out of your t-shirt. You know, take your trousers off. That's it. Just cut the bumhole out of your pants. Oh, God, right. Paint your face a stupid colour. Kind of looks like a little bit of a scene. Looks a little bit like it could be clips from Noisily Festival, which I'll be playing this year. God bless them. Yeah, I don't know. Look, come on, Rankin, stick some earth up your bum. I don't know if... I don't think this is helping with anything. Yeah, come on, we're normalising being an eco-warrior. They said it normalising anything. Yeah, come on, put the soil up your bum. No, you're doing yourself a disservice. You're doing your cause a disservice. God, it's like when Piers Morgan says something sensible. Just don't do it. You're doing the sensible cause a disservice by even being associated with it. Stop putting earth up your bum. Christ's sake. There's just no need. Yeah, you know there's going to be psytrance aplenty at that thing. Christ. Anyway, I'm starting a new feature now. It's called Gern Watch, and the clue is in the title. I'm going to try and please send me videos of the best Gurners you can find. I've seen a few recently that are absolutely choice. I'm afraid this isn't going to work well on radio, but which is actually the majority of our listeners. But I'll describe the gurning. I think there might be some value in that. Anyway, this one, I believe, I'm going to presume comes from Scotland, just because the only person talking in it is talking in Scotch. But yeah, this is some really powerful stuff.
Alright.
God.
You're eating that.
Yes, he knows.
Where's your mates?
Wow.
Where's your friends? Mate, you're trolling.
He looks like an invisible man is massaging his face. Whoa. Wow.
Wow. Right? Why? There you go. Where's your friends?
He doesn't know where his fucking friends are. Jesus, come on, let's watch it again. Just like, why are you asking him stupid questions? Look at him go.
Fuck off, you're eating nut.
You're right, he's off his nut. Hey, you're gunning your tuts off, you dundee wee shite.
Where's your friends? Mate, you're trolling.
Yes, I know, he knows. It's not going to help telling him. He's got a bloody vest on, which is entirely pictures of pingers. What do you think's going to happen?
Wow.
Yeah.
Right? Why?
Oh.
Where's your friends?
Yeah.
Okay, goodbye.
Jesus. Right, that guy gave him, what, 10 seconds of his time, and then was just like, yeah, no, can't be fucked. You're on your own, mate. Like, you look like you're struggling. You look like you're having a rough time. No, you're not being very responsive. See you later. That's helpful, isn't it? Like, not even going to, I don't know, carry him in a fireman's list to, fireman's list? Fireman's lift. Schindler's Lift. A fireman's lift to the St. John's Ambulance Brigade, where a bunch of slightly rotund people have given up their afternoons to sit about the place and make Gurners cups of tea and take care of him for the rest of the day. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Come on, one more go on him. I mean, it's impressive stuff.
All right.
No, you're not. Yeah, you're not.
Where's your mate?
Hey. He is inside the Matrix right there, isn't he? Yeah, he knows. He's there. Right. Yeah.
Wow. Right? Why? There you go. Where's your friends? Okay, goodbye.
It's probably just a Tuesday afternoon in Glasgow, isn't it? They're just getting it done. There's now all else to do. Right, look, let's. What else have we got? I don't know. I mean, man, students protest after Catholic mum asks them to stop wearing form-fitting leggings. This is a peculiar one. Cue the "This is America" meme. A letter from a concerned mother. visiting the campus of the University of Notre Dame, Indiana, has prompted a student protest after she urged people to stop wearing form-fitting leggings. Form-fitting leggings that young men apparently find hard to ignore. They've got a gif here of a lady with a nice bottom just lifting the leggings up and then putting them down to make the bum wobble. Cheers for that, Jess Hardyman of the Lad Bible. Very feminist of you. Marianne White's thoughts had been published in a letter to the editor entitled, which editor? Oh, to the Observer? Jesus, well, the Observer got better things to do. Oh, the Observer is the university campuses. See, look, I always get ahead of myself, don't I? Marianne White's, God, it's a bit close to Mary Whitehouse, isn't it? Thoughts have been published in a letter to the editor entitled The Legging Problem. In an edition of the Observer, the university campuses newspaper. There's the bottom again. It's lovely stuff. She says, I'm not trying to insult anyone or infringe on anyone's rights, White wrote. I'm just a Catholic mother of 4 sons with a problem that only girls can solve. Leggings. The emergence of leggings as pants some years ago baffled me. They're such an unforgiving garment. Last fall, they obtruded painfully onto my landscape. She's got quite the lexicon. I was at Mass at the Basilica with my family. In front of us was a group of young women, all wearing very snug-fitting leggings, and all wearing short-waisted tops so that the lower body was uncovered except for them leggings. Some of them truly looked like the leggings had been painted onto them. God bless them. Explaining that women should first be viewed as people. This doesn't make people not view them as people. White continued, I was ashamed for the young women at Mass. I thought all the other men around and behind us who couldn't. I thought of all the other men around us and behind us who couldn't help but see their behinds. My sons know better than to urgle a woman's body, because I done raised them right. Suddenly, when I'm around, and hopefully also when I'm not, they didn't stare and they didn't comment afterwards. Well, what good boys. But you couldn't help but see on those blackly naked rear ends. I did not want to see them, but they were unavoidable. How much more difficult for young guys to ignore them. Please think of the boys. Think of the boys just out there trying to go about their godly business. And all of these sinful leggings, these sinful bodies with their booties. These thick, sinful booties out there, and the boys can't keep their eyes off them. It's almost as if that's the point. Rounding up her thoughts, White added, leggings are so naked, so form-fitting, so exposing, so sinful. Oh. Could you think of the mothers of sons the next time you go shopping and consider choosing jeans instead? You can't go to the gym in jeans, can you? In your active wear. Jeans aren't active wear. Let Notre Dame girls be the first to turn their backsides on leggings. Jesus Christ. I mean, I guess it's fun to have a cause, isn't it? It's fun to have something to fight for, but the sort of anti-legging cause is a peculiar one. You have every right to wear them, but you have every right to choose not to. Thank you for listening to the lecture. Catholic moms are good at those. All right, well, you're somewhat self-aware. Students and staff then retaliated to the letter by presumably wearing a lot of leggings. By wearing leggings on campus for Leggings Day. See, this is often the case, isn't it? When you take a stand against something ridiculous, you only make it worse. Leggings Day using the hashtag #LeggingsDayND, with one person writing on Twitter, a Catholic mom published an opinion in ND's newspaper that leggings lead men into sin. So we're protesting our right to not be responsible for men and not to be constantly policed by morals or femininity. #LeggingsDayND. Someone else, inspired to join the protest elsewhere, said, morally supporting #LeggingsDayND from somewhere in Montreal. I will die in my leggings before letting some Catholic mom shame me into taking them off. That's the spirit. They're comfortable, cheap, functional, and I like them. If people can't stop staring at my ass, then that sounds like a them problem. Amen to that, guys. Nice work, Hardy Man. Particular thumbs up on the GIF. That is cracking stuff. Right, what else have we got? Yeah, let's have this Vertigo bit by Missin off the Vertigo EP. Ooh, it's a fine little nugget.
package.
Big Leroy Vickers is in the chat. Oi, oi. I love you, Liam. It's time to come home, all right? You've had fun over in Asia, but now it's time to come home, brother. That's it. Britain needs you. You need to come back and sort out Brexit. Only you can do it, Leroy. This is a naughty bit. It's Vertigo by Missin. Yeah. Giant fish caught terrorizing children by eating ducks is removed from lake. This is outrage. Absolute outrage.
Get your act together.
No.
It's appalling.
Giant fish caught terrorizing children by eating ducks is removed from the lake. For most children, a trip to feed the ducks becomes a treasured childhood memory. This is Kate Buck of the Metro. Her bio reads, "I'm Kate Buck and I like..." No, I couldn't. But for a select few in Essex, the activity became a living nightmare after a rogue catfish reportedly ate them in front of horrified children. That's just nature, bitch. Come on, that is a good life lesson. Just to see a duck get fucking swallowed up by a catfish. Yum. This is a big boy, though. 25-pound catfish. That's about the same size as my dog. That's impressive. A 25-pound fish has now been removed from the lake. Are you going to eat it? What are you going to do with it? Keep it? Put it somewhere else? From Thurrock's Lakeside Shopping Centre after a number of shoppers complained. They're outraged. Shoppers slam rogue catfish that's been eating ducks. The catfish is now getting dragged by the media and is said that it's likely to lose its job at the catfish bank where it works after a Twitter mob have found old tweets that the catfish wrote in 2008 where it said that sharks are gay. Yeah, so, and that sort of anti-shark rhetoric doesn't go down anymore. So yeah, there's a gang of sharks on Twitter that are going to try and get the catfish fired from its job. The catfish, an invasive species, has been introduced to the man-made lake. Was caught relocated through a partnership project the environmental agency runs with the Catfish Conservation Group, CCG. Ben Norrington, Environmental Agency Fisheries Officer. Pfft, ridiculous. Norrington, come on, do me a favour. Norrington, Environmental Agency Fisheries Officer, my foot. Said, it's not great for kids to see these large fish eating ducks, so we removed the large catfish. And we'll work with the lake's owners to manage the risk posed by the remaining catfish population. So really what you're saying with this is send them all home. Okay, working with the Catfish Conservation Group, we're looking at high-risk waters where fish could escape into rivers and pose a risk to native fish and other wildlife. Eat them. The fish were relocated to a fully enclosed lake. It is understood fishing competitions will be held over the next few years to help reduce the population further. See, there you go, kill them and eat them. And the captured fish will be rehomed in man-made lakes. Ah, what? They're not going to eat them? They're just going to catch them and put them somewhere else. Catch and release. Eh? Pfft. Norrington. Ben Norrington, Environment Agency Fisheries Officer. Pfft. My elbow. My elbow, Norrington. Yeah, disco balls banned by draconian new law in South Wales. Oh. New South Wales. Yeah. the Australians are just seem to be banning stuff left, right, centre when it comes to dance music. They're just banning festivals, banning disco balls, banning fun, ban Gurners, banning shrimp on the barbie. Sorry. A draconian new law in New South Wales, Australia, stopped a Sydney bar from having a disco ball. That is the day that disco died. The latest in a series of concerning rulings for the nighttime economy in the state has seen Japanese-themed bar Goros banned from spinning the nightclub staple. The ruling stems from a New South Wales investigation into the state's nighttime economy, which suggests that a disco ball could be seen in some quarters as a sign of a venue... What? Seen in some quarters as a sign a venue, in this instant Goros, could be acting as a nightclub. What? Okay, so it's a karaoke bar. No, it's a Japanese-themed bar. And they've got a disco ball in there. And the insinuation of the disco ball is that it could potentially be acting as a nightclub. What kind of mad bureaucratic bollocks is this? A report claimed that the installation of a mirror ball implies an intent to provide a dance floor. There will be no dancing in the Japanese bar. Oh, we're going to come in and arrest you and tase you and stick truncheons up your body. Police would have concern that the installation of a mirror ball in a premises that has not been approved for a dance floor could mean that the premises is being used for purposes not allowed. This is literally a no dancing. They are... They're actually making designated dancing areas, places that you are not actually banned from dancing. So what? I mean, are they not allowed to play music? What if someone just starts dancing? What if someone just starts humming a groovy tune and someone else starts dancing? Well, someone just claps, someone else dances. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard and they're like, it's better than yours. Prison, 25 to life. Justin Baker, CEO of a Sydney bar group, Solotel, who owns Goros, said, "It's a small bar, mate, with great music and there's lots of quirky Japanese games. Karaoke, mate, you're an absolute disgrace. It's a very different model to getting a nightclub, mate. But if you put a fucking mirror ball on the ceiling and people dance underneath it, it starts to operate like a nightclub. It's just crazy. You can't regulate people from wanting to have fun, mate. They can take a couple of fucking earners and something like that, mate. You're kind of treating us like a goddamn sexual terrorist. You're a disgrace." So we want a mirror ball or dance floor, and people just ended up dancing where they fucking want, mate. Last month, Glitterbox kickstarted a petition to encourage the creation of a disco ball emoji. All right, just rounding up disco ball news now. A 100-foot disco ball featured at Burning Man 2018. Back in December, we asked, is it time for a total ban on phones on dance floors? I could be in favour of that. I went to an unnamed festival last year where the phones were banned completely. It was absolutely fantastic. It was the best decision they'd made. It really, yeah, it was brilliant. Like, I just, like, all, like, proper, like, not necessarily clubs, but just, like, live music events that I've... Live music. I went to a live music event. Yeah, you know, at a pop venue. I went to a live music event, and I basically watched the entire pop concert through someone else's mobile phone. Stood in front of me filming it, and I ended up watching most of it through the screen. You know, at one of these live pop concert venues. Live music venue pop concerts. It is annoying. Yeah, I mean, I'm sort of in favour of it. Those pubs, the ones that aren't Wetherspoons, but are similarly shit. Sam Adams. Is it Sam Adams? I'm just going to go with Sam Smith pubs. Sam Adams pubs. Sam Smith pubs. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, they got loads of radgy cheap booze in there. They're banning phones completely. If your phone rings, you have to go and talk outside, and you're not allowed to sit there scrolling or be on your phones in the pub in general. I think that's a bit of fun. I think it'd be annoying if all pubs did it, but I think it's nice to have a little drinking safe space where I can go and drink cheap booze and not use my telephone. Right, listen, guys, thanks for listening to the show today. You're all wonderful folk. You're all decent, honest, God-fearing folk out for a better way of life, and I thoroughly support you all. And there are plenty of you that are supporting financially, and I can thank you very, 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 very much. So, yes, this month now marks the first month that people will be getting store credit as part of the Patreon VIP deal. So if you support on Patreon for $10 a month or more, you get £5 in your account to spend on merch every month, and you can save that up and buy actual nice physical items of merch like t-shirts and mugs and hoodies and hats and all that sort of thing. So the charges for this month's Patreon all went out. Some got declined, as I just think that the Patreon payment system has been a bit raggy recently. So I'll get in contact with anyone that's been declined before dishing out the credit. But if you support for $10 a month or more, you get your name on this VIP list, shouted at the end of every show. That's Oliver Hooper, Nicholas Goncalves, Tom Ryan, Reece Mosson, Squidgy Beats Parsons, Pauly Hutton, Ciarán R, Michael Kedzierski, Matthew Tomkins, Dave Long, Joel Potter, Colm Murphy, Sam Howard, Tony J, Richard Patterson, Jack Murphy, Tom Camm, Stephen Harris, Matthieu Boulard, Zara Pickle, Jeroen Van Thunderbutt, Mike Pye, Anthony Walker, Lily Unsub, Richard Franks, Thomas Hall, Chode Ryder, Andrew Heichelbech, John Finnison, the BDR Crew, Peter Blatchford, Austin Grief Cooper, Gennady Lightfield, Ryan Glazer, James Parry, Dave Thompson, Hendo Bartendo, Lady Squiffington, Liam the Menace Underwood, Dan fucking Morris, a Guy With No STDs, Justin Mercer, Ames MC, Josh Williams, Rob Humphreys, Shibby T, Coco Shiva, Dan Elton, Taran Wilmore, Mr. Pope, Dark Progressive Psytrance is actually superior to drum bass, Nicholas Lawsey, Damon Rayner, Chris Breaks, The Build, Clarissa Barthelson, Odin Bates, Lee Fuller, D, Daniel Genvy, Flaxis, Alexander Cassidy, Matt Wright, Dylan Laws, Grant Sullivan, Not That, Tom Robinson. Subscribe on YouTube. So thank you very much to all of you lot for your support on Patreon. You are all wonderful people. If you want to support on Patreon, go to threshold.fm, go to donate, and there are all the links you could ever need here, showing you all the different perks that you get. And yeah, showing all the different ways you can subscribe, and you get all the different perkies, and you get the monies to spend on the merch, and you get your name in the founders list of the app. Right, stay tuned on threshold.fm for Parallaxed. It's roll call. If you're listening on Facebook or YouTube, please switch over to threshold.fm. You can use the iPhone or Android app, or just go to the website threshold.fm and listen. It's great stuff. I promise you, you will not be let down by the musical decisions of Mr. Parallax. He's a very good boy. He's a nice boy. He's nice to his co-workers, nice to his friends and family. He doesn't punch people for no reason. But you know, if someone was going to say he would use justifiable force to protect himself or his friends or family if needed. That's all I'm saying. Okay, I love you all. Goodbye. How did you make it go off? There, it's over there. Okay, I love you.